flannels, all things apple cider, pumpkin spice. It's a great fall weekend.
Yeah, it sure is. What's your favorite fall treat?
Apple cider donuts or hot apple cider.
I was going to say the same thing. That's my favorite fall treat. Oh my goodness.
We're gonna get along
That's
great.
awesome. I love an apple cider donut. I had a dozen. I got them last weekend. They were gone by like Tuesday.
They're dangerous.
They're dangerous. Like I cannot buy a dozen.
I'm sure you could get them all year round, but there's something about eating them in the fall time.
I know. It feels weird to be eating them outside of this time of year. But yeah, I mean, Trader Joe's has them, by the way. So
don't tell me that. I don't need them. Maybe I need them actually.
I need them. Well, if you're enjoying apple cider donuts or just wanting to get outdoors today, we are shaping up to have a gorgeous Saturday. You can see on our radar this morning, our satellite, looking very quiet out there. We've got just a few clouds and overall mainly clear skies to start off the day across Maine. So let's take a look at the big picture here as we head into the rest of our Saturday. High pressure, which is lingering over the region, going to keep things really nice and sunny. Low pressure, though, a coastal system off to our south, that begins its approach tomorrow, and we will see clouds on the increase ahead of some rain chances as we get into early next week, especially on Indigenous Peoples Day on Monday. But for today, a gorgeous one. Sunny skies, highs getting into the 60s for the afternoon. It's going to be an absolutely beautiful Saturday. Some of us won't even be too far from 70 degrees. So for today, we'll be a little cooler along the immediate coast. Rockland, Bar Harbor, notice around 61. Down East Maine, though, very nice and mild, 66 in Calais, and that's about the same high temperature we'll get in much of the state. 65 in Bangor, 66 as well, Augusta through Lewiston to Portland. Freiburg, it would not shock me if you get very close to 70 degrees this afternoon. So beautiful start to our long weekend. Mid 60s for today with plenty of sunshine. As we get into Sunday, though, notice the changes that we're expecting. A lot more cloud cover, still a dry day and still a mild day around 60, but not as nice as today. And then, of course, Indigenous Peoples Day Monday, that's the day you'll want to be indoors with highs in the 50s. The chance for rain, especially in southern Maine. Now, if you're watching from Bangor up into northern Maine, I don't think you'll really get much wet weather on Monday. But let's track this out. We're going to be sunny and beautiful for our Saturday. Nice and mild as well as we get into the afternoon with those highs getting into the mid 60s. Clouds do build in as we get into Sunday. This is 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. See, it's mostly cloudy, although far northern Maine hanging on to some sunshine, and it will also not be as cold due to those clouds moving and acting like a blanket, keeping us a little milder overnight. Now, Sunday afternoon, still pretty quiet, mild as well, around 60 degrees with plenty of clouds. There will be some areas of sun, but it does look like clouds are running the show for the most part on Sunday. We then get that coastal storm approaching for Monday. Notice the rain moving into southern Maine as we wake up and head out the door Monday morning. So expect a wet commute on Monday on Indigenous Peoples Day. The good news is that rain mostly stays in far southern Maine. Notice how there's sort of a wall of dry air from Augusta to Bangor all the way up to Rangeley. Places north of those points and into down east Maine, probably not getting much rainfall, so staying pretty dry. It's southern Maine that has the best shot at getting much needed beneficial rain. Of course, we all need a really good soaking with the extreme drought across the state, but doesn't look like this system is going to be what we really need to help to start getting us out of the drought. So in terms of rainfall, again, southern Maine is where we are expecting the most of it. The Portland area southward through especially York County, that's where we've got the highest chance. There is still time for this to shift a little bit. We could see some of these higher totals push to the north. Could also trend in a drier direction, so we'll keep watching this, but models have been pretty consistent for the past few days showing southern Maine staying wet, northern Maine staying dry. I wouldn't be shocked if Bangor and places north of there don't even get a drop as we head into our early next week. So here's a look at our 7-day forecast away from the coast. We are beautiful today. Again, it's the highlight of the next week or so. Sunday, we are also pretty nice, but clouds will be building. Pretty overcast into the afternoon, and then we're watching that rain chance as we get into Monday. Couple showers could persist into Tuesday, but otherwise it looks like we're drying out. Wednesday looking nice, and then Thursday I'm watching the chance for showers. Notice it's pretty cool on Thursday in the low 50s. I've even seen some models, a couple of them showing a flake or two of snow up in the mountains. So yeah, if you thought we flipped the switch to fall really quickly, we sure did. And this week is a perfect example of that. But you know, kind of happy about it, Leanne. We got to acclimate our bodies to the cooler weather because we know it's coming in a couple months.
100%, 100%. All right, thank you very much.